My name is Gauri, and I'm here today to talk about something that is really, really essential to our lives, our relationship with ourselves, especially with our own bodies. So, I want to start with asking you, what do you think about your own body? How do you relate to your own body? What do you feel about your body? What are the kind of belief systems and ideas and thoughts that you entertain about your body on everyday basis? I can tell you for myself that from the time I was a teenager until sometime, I think 5 to 6 years ago, I was not really conscious of how I was relating to my own body, the vessel that I live in, the vessel that was created by God, by my parents. I was born into the system, and when I became aware of the fact that I live in this body, and that's something quite big, when I started to become aware of what do I think about my own body, I was surprised to understand that I didn't really have a very good relationship with my body. So I want you to ask yourself, if you've never asked yourself this question, then it's possible that you have been conditioned to think of yourself as just a physical form, putting clothes on yourself, putting makeup on yourself, doing your hair in a certain way, and this probably has been a lot about how you appear to the world outside. But I'm asking you to cut through all of that and be very, very honest with yourself and ask yourself, what do I think of my own body? How do I relate to my own body? What is my relationship with this vessel, as I said, that I live in? And be very, very honest, because that is the first step to making any change. Maybe you feel absolutely healthy, and that's great. Or maybe you have any kind of like stress related problems or hormone related problems or digestion related problems. I made a post about this yesterday or day before yesterday, where I was talking about how due to stress we have so many physical illnesses coming up. And it's not because we want to have stress. None of us want to be stressed. And it's not because we want to be sick. None of us want to be sick. But then why do we keep getting sick? Why do we keep making the decision of living with this stress in our lives? But that's another topic for another time altogether. Today is about, what do you feel in your own body? Take a moment, if you're with me right now and you're watching the video, take a moment to close your eyes, tune in to your own body, and feel the feelings that come up without judging them, without trying to change anything. And just take notice. So whatever came up for you, if it was a feeling of dislike, if it was a feeling of hatred, it does not matter, because these are just thoughts that we have about ourselves, and these thoughts can change at any point. But the effort is that we have to be aware of the fact that we have been conditioned from the time we were born up until today, maybe for you. For me also, I have been working on this. I have been working on creating a better relationship with myself for the last few years, which is why today I have this awareness that I can tell when these thoughts creep up, which are not making me feel very comfortable in my own body. I still feel uncomfortable, but the difference is I can tell that, okay, now these thoughts are creeping up. I have that awareness, and that awareness has come about with the practice of yoga and meditation. Without that, I don't know where my life would be, to be very honest. So, whatever came up for you, a feeling of hatred, a feeling of dislike, the root cause to all of that is that we essentially don't feel that we are enough. And on top of that, sometimes we feel that we are not good enough. But for whom are we not good enough? For whom are we not enough? And that's the question that, if we can answer, so many of our problems, especially the physical problems that we deal with, will slowly dissipate and probably will never return. Especially for women, I feel this is a topic, it's a very, very sensitive topic. Many times, women and even men, we don't want to talk about these things because it makes us feel uncomfortable. And often, when we are in social settings, we want to talk about things that are pleasant. And oftentimes, it's not so pleasant to talk about the things that make us feel uncomfortable. So, I think all the videos that I'm going to be doing from now onwards, this is my first one, are going to be about the things that make us feel uncomfortable. Because there has to be a platform somewhere where we feel safe to talk about these things, because these things are a part of being human. When we are born as babies, we love our bodies. If you have ever been around a baby who's just learning how to move around, making his or her way around the room, if you've ever seen a baby looking at himself or herself in the mirror or any kind of a reflective surface, haven't you noticed how they react to themselves? They go close to the mirrors and they look in awe at themselves. They look in their eyes so deeply. Sometimes they even go close to the mirror and they give themselves kisses in the mirror. We were born like that. You and I, we were also born like that. Probably we did that too. But as we grow up, something changes. We get all this information from the outside world about how we need to be better, how we want to always strive to be better. When that comes in, it's clear that it's a signal to our minds, to our brains, that we're not enough. What we already are is not enough. We need to be better. And all these, unfortunately, a lot of this comes from our parents, from the adults around us, from our teachers, from our peers in school, everywhere, everyone around us. And they don't mean it bad. They're just doing the best that they can do for us. But in the process, the innocent minds of children, they get affected, and so did ours. And we started to slowly, over a period of time, started to think that we're not enough. And that's one way. But a big way that this happens is because of what we see on television, on magazines, in print media, in films, unfortunately. These mediums could be helpful for us to feel and become better individuals and to feel more confident and feel happier in our bodies and ourselves. But unfortunately, that's not happening. Now I see a change slowly. There is a wave of people who are bringing about this information, and thanks to social media that so many people are doing that, and that's amazing. So it's not to beat yourself up that you don't like yourself or you don't accept your body as it is. So many times I feel with my own self that every single day my body is changing. The cells are dying and the new cells are coming in. The hair is growing, the texture is changing, the skin is different every day, and especially for women, with the kind of hormonal changes that we go through, our bodies are pretty much changing day by day and week by week. And it's also very similar with men. As the time is passing, our bodies are changing, and if we do not accept that, we're going to suffer. And unless we accept the fact that this body is not a permanent thing, this body is not meant to be a show for the world. This body is a vessel for us to live in. So we do our best to feel good in our bodies. And I don't mean that we, in terms of what the clothes we put on, how the brands that we put on, or the makeup we put on, or the hairstyle that we have, all these things are secondary. All these things, I have some feedback coming in already. Thank you for that. I'm very, very new to this, so it's amazing that I'm getting some feedback. Thank you so much. I'm going to also go take this content over to Instagram slowly, where I also have a small channel running. And slowly I hope that I can share this knowledge and share this understanding from myself to everybody out there, because I think the more we speak about this, the more we speak about positive body image, the better it is for us and for the generation that's coming. We need to know that we are human beings. We're not here to please anyone. We are here to live good lives. We are here to feel good in our bodies. So I'm going to slowly bring this video to an end, where I'm going to ask you one more time that once this video is over, once you have some time for yourself in the day-to-day, maybe before you go to bed, when you're lying down, or when you come back home from work, take a few moments, lie down, sit down, find a comfortable space for yourself, close your eyes, and maybe put on some noise-cancelling headphones or put on some nice music, and ask yourself, tune into different parts of your body, tune into your mind, and just ask yourself, how do I feel about myself? How do I relate to my body? What is my understanding of my body? What is my relationship with my body? Because this is the most intimate relationship that you will ever have in life. So if you have any questions, or if you have anything to share about this topic with me, I would love to hear from you. And on this note, I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to end this video. And I wish you all the best for the day. I wish you that you'll have a wonderful day today. And remember, whatever comes up when you ask yourself these questions, don't judge, don't form opinions about yourself, don't think about what other people think about you. That time when you ask yourself that question is just about you and you, okay? So thank you very much, and have a wonderful day, and I will be back here soon with another topic, or maybe an extension of this, because this doesn't end. Thank you. Bye.